Much better. Much, much better. The exact kind of thing that we all needed to see after essentially getting our butts kicked in week 1. We turn around and kick the Chiefs right in the teeth. It was awesome. Not that the game was never in doubt, but, you know, by the time the second, third quarter rolled around, I felt pretty comfortable. People were leaving the stadium for good reason because the game was essentially over. That's a good thing, obviously. We just got great all-around performances by just about everybody. I mean, you can make little critiques here and there, and we'll talk about that, but for the most part, just through and through a great effort by the Bills, taking down the Chiefs 35-17. I said 31-21. That was close. 4 points each way. So just like the Bills, that puts me at 1-1 on the year and picking their win-loss, so to say. Now, some people might say, oh, we only beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs, who are they? Allowed 40 points last week. They allowed 35 this week. They're bad. So-and-so. Whatever. Who cares? Your schedule is what it is. You can't use your schedule as an excuse for anything. You play who you play. They put the Chiefs on our schedule. We play the Chiefs. We beat the Chiefs. We're 1-1, just like the rest of the AFC East, which is awesome. Because thank you, Arizona Cardinals. Hopefully we can beat you in a couple weeks, but thank you. Because that was excellent for beating the New England Patriots. Thank you. Thank you, Pittsburgh Steelers, for beating the Jets. Oakland Raiders, you're a mess. Couldn't even beat the Dolphins, but hey, maybe they're better than we think. But nonetheless, it's a 14-game season now in the AFC East. It's even again, just like it was 2 weeks ago. We might be a little bit behind the 8 ball because we have a divisional loss, but it can be made up. You know, it's essentially like being sort of a half game behind, I guess, because we lost in the division. Who cares? 14-game season right now. A lot of football to be played. Starts this week. Starts this week against the Browns, who are 0-2 as well. It's a game the Bills should win. It's on the road. I'll be there. Section with a bunch of my buddies. 344. Row 42. Seats 15 through 24. Yeah, 10 of us. It's going to be a blasty blast. If you're going, leave a comment, whatever. Hit me up, Twitter, all that. Bills Mafia is invading Cleveland Browns Stadium. The last time I was there, you might remember this. Crazy snow. I was there as well. And we lost 8-0, and it was terrible. I was so cold. I usually don't get cold at Bills games, but my God, was it cold. The Browns fans were unbearable, which maybe people say about the Bills fans too, but they just think the Browns are the greatest thing that ever happened to the world. They make fun of us for losing 4 Super Bowls. They've never been to one. It really is a battle of the week of 2 comical franchises, 2 laughingstocks of the league for a while. But they've been to the playoffs more recently than we have. Anyway, feeding off of last week, moving into this week against the Browns, Spiller, fantastic. Just let this guy touch the ball. I think we ran the ball about 35, 36 times against the Chiefs and only threw it 19. So that was a good ratio as long as it's working, and we still put up 35 points. Works for me. Spiller is unbelievable. I brought up, how do you even start Jackson again? Maybe you do, but you clearly have to get Spiller 15 touches a game. You have to. The dude is electric. He Like I described him last week. He's that good. You don't see anybody criticizing that pick now, do you? No. He is something special. Maybe 2,000. I'm not going to get ahead of myself with 2,000-yard talk, but we'll wait ahead. We'll wait to see that. What else happened Sunday? It was such a great day, such a phenomenal day. Fitzpatrick was good. He didn't do anything that cost the Bills a game. I know that it's probably sad that we have to emphasize that, but he didn't. That first throw to Chandler, putrid, just putrid. He got booed off the field on third down. Chandler was open and he just chucked it into the dirt. Terrible. And we're thinking, oh my God, this can't be. Nevertheless, he comes back. He makes some good plays, made some good throws, stood tall in the pocket, took a couple hits. Great job of the offensive line, by the way. Fantastic job. Got to be one of the more underrated offensive lines in the league. Tamba Hali, did you hear his name at all? I think the only time I heard him was when Brad Smith fumbled that Wildcat, which maybe we should throw away, by the way, because it just doesn't work. What did we run it, 3 times? A couple times. We ran out of it a couple times. Spiller got the handoff a couple times. Smith ran it once or twice. Got like 5 yards one time. Got stuffed another time. Fumbled another time. It needs tweaking, to say the least. But, scored 35 points with Spiller. Fitzpatrick throwing, dropping dimes at times. I think he only completed 10 or 11 passes. So what? It worked. Threw 2 touchdowns. Nice one to Chandler. Nice play by Steve Johnson on a broken coverage. Doesn't matter. It was there. Good run after the catch for the touchdown. Like I said before, offensive line, fantastic. What was I saying? Tamba Hali, invisible. Cordy Glenn swallowed him up. Those long arms, no way. No way. I'm sure that there are some guys who can get around him, but he looks pretty good. In that style of offense, Cordy Glenn looks real solid. Defensive line got some pressure. Mario didn't get any sacks, but we had 5 of them. He had that fumble recovery. He's been around the ball. And don't sell Mario short. It's, just because he doesn't get sacks doesn't mean he was getting double teamed a lot. A lot. And that just opened up, paved way for like Alex Carrington had a sack. He got the first sack of the season. Alex Carrington. Who would have guessed that? Kyle Williams had 2. Did Darius have 2? And Kyle Williams had 1. Maybe they had 4 or 5 sacks. They got pressure. They made Castle make some poor throws. Early on, at least. Later on in the game, they were trading yards for time, which is expected. And Dwayne Bowe made some ridiculous catches. And I apologize for this lighting right now. It's kind of dark. It's a dark day in Buffalo. I mean, there's light there. Okay, I get it. But it's just not that light in here. I mean, it is what it is. It's just lighting. As long as you can hear the sound of my voice, get lost in that. But I'm still going to try to work this around. Okay, I apologize for that. Anyway, if you want to make a little criticism, I guess Gilmore and Williams still got beat a little bit. But the added pressure helped them. They were able to play a little bit more man-to-man coverage. Bowe made some ridiculous plays on Williams. Bowe's a good receiver. It's gonna happen. Like, you have growing pains, and don't get on Aaron Williams. I mean, the guy missed 10 games last year. Realistically, like, the guy's only playing in his 8th or 9th game as a pro. He's kind of still a rookie. He missed a lot of time due to injury last year, so I think we still have a lot to look forward to there. Got some veteran safeties in Wilson and Bird to back them up. And I think Cleveland's just a team the Bills need to play to, sort of ride this momentum. Cleveland was terrible in week 1 against Philly. They got 5 turnovers and still couldn't win. They were better last week against Cincinnati, division rival. Weeding threw for 300 yards. They looked a lot better. Richardson looked good. It's, not going to be a cakewalk. The Bills haven't won on the road in over a year. September 11th, 2011, opening day last year against the Chiefs. That's the last road game the Bills have won. They lost 7 in a row last year. They lost 1 this year. That's 8 in a row. They need a road win. Cleveland has to be it. Especially with New England and then San Francisco on the schedule afterwards, because you can't, maybe something will happen, but I don't know. I could see them beating the Patriots. I really can't see them winning on the road against San Francisco, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We had the Browns this week. We got to beat the Browns this week because we're a better team. The Bills are a better team than the Browns. They're better, I think, in every facet of the game. They have a better quarterback. They have a hotter running back right now, even though Richardson's probably got a bright future. They got better receivers. They got a better offensive line. They have to overmatch the Browns' defense. Browns offensively don't have a great quarterback. We have a good front four. Their running back has a promising future. We have good linebackers that might get in there and disrupt him. Like I said, I just give the advantage to the Bills in just about every facet of the game, except the fact that we're on the road. So, that said, I think the Bills should come away with a win on Sunday. I don't think it'll be, as easy as Kansas City was. A lot of games don't come that easy. I can't remember the last time the Bills had that convincing of a win. I guess it was Kansas City last year. I know Denver on Christmas Eve was all right, but, just start to finish. Domination. Felt great. That's what we needed, to beat the crap out of somebody a week after getting the crap beaten out of us. Now we're off the radar again. I'm prepared not to see Bills highlights for 2 weeks because I didn't see him this week. All I saw him was a week before because, they were Jets highlights. But I saw him all the time the week before. I did not see them all this week. You can think you're going to see highlights of the Bills-Browns? No way. But if you get this W, maybe the Patriots lose to the Ravens. So let's say, the Patriots lose to the Ravens. It could happen, right? The Ravens are coming off a tough loss. They got something to prove. They're mad about the AFC Championship. Let's say the Ravens get the W. We could be 2-1, the Patriots 1-2 next week. Trying to put some separation in the AFC East. That's huge. That's huge. Anyway, look at this. Look how dark this is. This is crazy. Maybe YouTube will fix my lighting or something. This is nuts. But I'm going to pick the Bills to take the W against the Browns. I don't know if they'll put up as many points, but I still think they'll be successful. I'll say 23. Maybe the Browns get a little stout in the red zone. 23-10. Bills are going to get the W on Sunday. Guys, thanks for coming this far. Sorry about the lighting. But as always, I appreciate you. Hit me up on Twitter if you need to. Any thoughts? Anything you want to talk about? I'm there. Maybe we'll see you at the game on Sunday. I'll be there. You remember, Section 344. And, let's go. It's a 14-game season. Let's get it going. 1-1, on our way to 2-1 this Sunday against the Browns. Thanks again. Appreciate you all watching. And as always, go Bills.